and myself, and Lita, and Bunny.
We were together.
Go ahead.
For just about all 4 years.
Right.
Right.
Right. We had a singing group together with some other classmates, 3 other boys.
Right.
We
called
thought we were great.
They let me be in it. I couldn't sing as well as they could, so they let me introduce, and then they would all sing louder than me. But I looked like I was singing.
We had a great.
Yeah, we wore turtlenecks. We had outfits. They were, what was it, the corduroy skirt,
Yeah.
the black blouse, and white. It was
White.
really dicky. But we fooled them apparently, so they thought it was turtlenecks.
And the boys dressed the opposite. We sang, this land is your land.
Well, Stu Ball was a racehorse.
What are you guys called?
The Checkmates. But Kennedy he was assassinated in our junior year.
Right.
That was the worst thing. That was a horrible.
I think that was the worst moment of our whole school career.
I remember when they
Worrying
came
about
in.
that.
I could even get worked up thinking about it. When they came in, it was I think it was French class, and someone walked in and said, "The president's been shot." Honest to God, I thought the world came to an end.
Really? Well, for a while, I think the whole United States just stopped.
Yeah.
You know, like for 3 days.
I couldn't
that
even,
whole thing.
I couldn't even believe anybody would ever shoot the president of the United States. It seemed
Right.
so foreign to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember we got on the bus right after that. People were like beside themselves, and
Right.
I got off at Darlene Willie's house, which was right on North Main Street. We went in, we all sat in front of the TV, knelt down, said our prayers. Oh, brutal.
Mm.
How did you guys feel about the Viet Nam War?
Really scared. I would say mostly scared. The people that we grew up with who were going to a foreign country, we didn't know if we'd ever see them again. And I think that was probably my biggest fear. Will they come home? Will they be okay? And some of them didn't. So I think our generation went through some really hard times with having to go through that experience.
We were pretty well protected, actually, living in Belchertown and having, you didn't just have one set of parents, you had everybody's parents were your parents. So, you know, we really were quite sheltered. And then to, you know, lose a president, have the Vietnam War, those things were kind of shockers to us. As far as the Vietnam War goes, the greatest impact it made on me was when I went to Washington to the wall. And I don't know if any of you have been there yet, but it's that black granite or marble. But
Right.
when you're looking at all those names and you realize that all those people are your age, and you think I think about what I've done with my life and how many doctors or fathers or mothers or secretaries or pharmacists died, all those people. And then when you see all their friends and family up against the wall and running their fingers, it's almost like, because you can see the images of the people looking back at you, so it's almost like all those names are still alive because their families and descendants are kind of looking back out at you. It's almost like a living memorial, actually. And when I looked in the book, because you look up where people are on the wall, and I saw this little word. I didn't really know anyone who died. I wasn't close to anybody who died in Vietnam. But when I looked down the list and I saw that little word, Belchertown, I mean, it really hit home that small little town someone was lost from Belchertown.
You talked about the president before. Did you actually hold feelings for the president when he got shot?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's why you were so emotional over him being shot, his death.
It's like almost losing a member of your family.
Exactly.
Today's kids wouldn't generally probably be so upset about that. How do you feel about that? About you guys being so emotional then and kids not being emotional now?
Well, I don't know. I think it had to do with who the person was, actually. And I think that I might go through life, the rest of my life, and never feel the same way about anybody else or any kind of circumstance. it might have been just, I want to say good fortune for me anyway, because even though it was a tragedy that he was lost, he was really a tremendous inspiration. And I think I was very lucky to have experienced someone of that caliber in my lifetime. I don't think they come along very often, and I think it's a rare opportunity to be that motivated by someone in your lifetime. There was someone who told me that they were talking with some college students and talking about earlier years, like during Viet Nam or things like that, and the college student said, I really can't think of anything that I would die for. And at that time, it was everything was in such an upheaval, and everybody felt so passionately about so many different things. You did sort of experience that strong sense of emotion. So I don't think it's anything wrong that people don't feel that way today. I think you still may. You may have opportunities to feel like that and to have leaders like that. One of you might be that leader. Who knows?
Hey!
Big
Bird. Great to see ya. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
How's life treating you? You
Can't complain.
happy to be back?
Yeah.
Great.
Great, great. All right, I'll see you later. I gotta fly. So,